An overview of that draw, Andy Brassell. First of all, it actually went quite smoothly, and actually, it's a really good draw.
Yeah, it is. It's great for England. I think the other European teams that are going to be really happy are Belgium. Of course, not the greatest Belgium side ever. They do have some young players on the come up. You're looking at the likes of Jeremy Doku, who we know so well, and also Malik Fofana, some exciting attacking players. They'll be happy with that. And other than that, Portugal, who I think once we get past the Cristiano Ronaldo question, are a genuine contender for this. I mean, I suppose it's one of the frustrating things, isn't it, from a neutral's perspective. If Cristiano Ronaldo had have been banned for the first two games of this World Cup, and I'm not saying that necessarily should have been the case, because I think it's a little bit more layered than it's been put out there in the media. The fact is that every time they don't play with him, you look at Switzerland when they beat them 6-1 in the last World Cup, you look at the last group game they played to secure their qualification against Armenia where they won 8-1, they look $1 million without him.
I'm really intrigued by the draw, and what he said there, Andy Brassell, Stuart, Pearce, is that England, it's a great group for them. England, Croatia, Ghana and Panama, and although I'm not necessarily saying they should walk every single game, it's a group they should get through.
Yeah, it's a really good group. I think where the games potentially might be played on that East Coast is helpful to us. And I think the biggest forte that we've got within all of this is the fact it's going to be one of the last kick-off games in the tournament, because we've got potential Champions League date to worry about if an English team or two English teams get there.
There's players that we know from Ghana. Antoine Semenyo plays for Ghana. So there's players who can do us some damage. There's no doubt about that. But England have just got to be prepared. Alan Pardew, how are you feeling about England's group?
Well, you got one South American, one African, one Europe team in there. It's on the East Coast, as Stuart said. The time, the last played gives us, that nice cushion. So we get a nice flavour of the tournament. You'd expect us to certainly finish first or second, let alone third. I mean, you'd like to think somewhere we're in there. So we go to the knockout stages with a bit of experience behind all the flavours that you get at a World Cup, and hopefully go on to win it.
In terms of Scotland, you've had time to consider it all. And first of all, I mean, it was dramatic what was going on. It was mildly amusing for some of us. Yeah. But, I mean, they had the whole of Scotland on strings in the Kennedy Centre, didn't they?
I didn't realise we were the only team in that pot that could get put in that group. It was brilliant to watch. Haiti's a bit delighted with that for the first game. Hopefully we can not be very Scotland-like and not make hard work of that and get
That'll
through.
Be the game you lose and you'll win the other two.
Well, that would be very Scotland-like.
That's old Scotland, isn't it? This is a different Scotland.
Well, recently we've not been like that. We've been picking up results when nobody's really expected, and I think that we can go through this group. I think that we can go through in second place potentially. You don't know what Morocco are going to bring 100% what they're going to bring. It's going to be a difficult game, but listen, just to beat the World Cup, carrying that momentum through the Tartan Army, I mean, alone should be at every World Cup, just with the atmosphere that they bring in Scotland. Players right off the back of that. We've got McTominay, we'll be fine.
Let me just highlight who's playing where and when in terms of England and Scotland. So next summer's World Cup, and remember, this is to be finalised tomorrow, and you'll hear it on talkSPORT around about 5 o'clock. And obviously they take their time with these things. It's not certain to be at 5 o'clock. It could be long after, as we've discovered this afternoon, this evening, that it's taken a lot longer than scheduled. England, Croatia, opening game for England in their Group L, June the 17th in Toronto or Dallas. England will be facing their second game on June the 23rd in either Boston or Toronto. And England, Panama will be New York or Philadelphia on June the 27th. So Scotland will face Haiti in their first game on June the 13th in Boston or New York. Scotland, Morocco, June the 19th, Philadelphia or Boston. Scotland, Brazil, June the 24th in Miami or Atlanta. So I think those are good venues for you as well, Charlie, there.
Yeah, definitely. I don't think, honest to God, Scotland would have played the games in Lapland. But we're just happy to be in the competition to be there. The Tartan Army will travel in their numbers. I think it was like 200,000 went on Germany. World Cup's another level, so yeah, delighted to be there and to have these games, and yeah, really excited for them.
Okay, assuming that seeds win groups, etc., England's route to World Cup glory, should it happen, is likely to be as follows. So if they win the group, we're looking at, I mean, obviously it ends up, given the seeding, Spain-Argentina would be the final. Okay, we've lost to Spain in the final already. Argentina, the current world champions, but before that, could be a semi-final against France before that, a quarter-final against Brazil, Mexico in the round of 16, and a third-place team in the round of 32. So 32 looks good, but beyond that, I mean, it's World Cup. There's going to be tough games.
Yep, you've got to beat either 2/3 big hitters en route to winning a major tournament. So that will be the acid test for us, won't it?
It will, but it's all doable though, Alan. With the team and manager we've got, the players we've got, it's potentially doable. It's just when you see Spain being seeded one, when you see Argentina as World Cup winners and Messi still playing for them, it suddenly gets a little bit harder than Serbia and Albania in qualifiers.
You know, when you put the individuals on paper and you look at the England team, you go, yeah, we've got a great chance of winning it. But when you put the Spain team down, Nico Williams, Yamal, Mourinho, Rodri, etc., you know, that looks like they can win it. When you look at France, Dembele, Mbappe, Saliba, Thuram, you know, as on individually, we definitely got the quality. It's whether, as Stuart says, he gets the balance right, we get a little bit of luck here and there, and it comes together with that kind of force of a team that's going to win it. And we have got a chance.
There's definitely a chance, but will they do it? Listen, we're going to carry on till 7:30. The post-World Cup draw party with Goldstein and Bent is coming up live from the States after that. Stick with us on talkSPORT.